Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to show you an ICT trading strategy which is absolutely incredible. It's so easy once you see it, and it's mechanical. Once you see it, you're going to be absolutely mind blown. Almost every single day it does come and touch take profit. I'm not going to lie, it's like a 70-80% win rate, and almost every single day, as I did say, a trading setup does form. You could easily pass it from the challenge in no time at all using this trading strategy. And again, it's so easy, you will understand it almost straight away. So let's get straight into it. So the first thing we have to do is you have to get a basics of the strategy. So for example, we're going to trade this on pairs such as GBP USD, Euro USD, and we're going to trade it on SPX 500. I've tested it out on every other pair and it doesn't work as well as these pairs, which I am telling you right here, right now. The next thing we have to do is we have to get the times that you have to trade the strategy at. We're going to trade the strategy on kills on times. And if you want the times for the kills on times, you just press this button right over here and you'll get access to them right over there. So as soon as you turn it on, you're going to get a London kills on time, which is this one, and New York kills on time, which is this one. Any one of them is completely fine, okay? And the next thing we have to do, the time frames that you trade the strategy on is mechanical, so we only trade it on two time frames, which is the 15-minute time frame and the 1-minute time frame. We don't trade it on anything else, and if you just use everything which I'm going to teach you in this video, you're going to understand how to trade this fully. So now let me show you how the strategy would work if you see it in live market conditions. I guarantee you haven't seen the strategy anywhere else. It's the first time you've ever seen the strategy, and I promise it will blow your mind. So let's get straight into it. So for example, we're going to let market do whatever it wants before our trading time. We're not going to let it trade anything from it. You need to do something incredibly different to anything you've seen on YouTube before. You might say this is pretty retail, however it's not. We're going to add high probability retail concepts to our ICT strategy, and we're going to make the win rate so much higher. So for example, we got this higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and now we're going to wait just for one of these liquidity points to be taken. So for example, this one or this one. Any one of these which is taken is completely fine. Again, at a New York time. So let's just say there's like a low right over here. We're not going to wait for that low to be taken. So let's just say a low forms like this. And we're not going to wait for that low to be taken. We're going to wait for the swing low to be taken right over there, okay? I'll show you an example of that. And we're going to look for it on the 15-minute time frame. Nothing lower. It's because the 15-minute time frame is a very nice time frame to actually wait for price to take out the liquidity. It's a very high probability that price is going to go the opposite direction after taking out the liquidity. So anyway, we got these liquidity points right over here, this buy side and the sell side. Now we're going to wait for one of these to be taken out, and then we go to the 1-minute time frame once it's taken out, okay? So anyway, something like this happens, so they go be taken out. And now when we go down to the 1-minute time frame, we don't look for market structure shift with displacement. We look for something completely different, which actually predicts the displacement before it actually takes place. And again, it's completely different to anything you've seen on YouTube before. So what we're going to look for is going to go down to the 1-minute time frame and then wait for a bullish engulfment candle. However, there are rules to this. So for example, let's just say there's a candle like this. The candle after it has to engulf the body of the previous candle. The wick can be bigger, but it just has to engulf the body of that previous candle. Once it does that, get into your trade. But let's just say something like this happens. So for example, we form a high right over here. We haven't engulfed the body yet. If you break this low right over there, don't enter the trade. The trade is invalid. But it's not this easy. I'm going to show you some chart examples right now, which will help you understand the strategy fully and finally to make you lots of profits in this market. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So if you want your funded challenge pass, link in the description below. We do the cheapest prices with the most reliable, with the fastest. So make sure you go to the link in the description below in order to get your challenge pass. Again, 100% guarantee. If you are gambling your funded accounts, stop gambling them and join us today for 100% guaranteed pass. So there's an example right over here. Very, very, very nice. As you can see, we're going to go on the London one first, actually, and then we're going to go on the 15-minute time frame. So another rule which you have to follow is that 1-to-1 risk to reward. We're always going to move it to break even, because the thing with this strategy is that it's going to either touch a stop loss straight away or it's going to touch a take profit straight away, which is the incredible part about the strategy. That's what I like about it most. So we're going to move break even at 1-to-1 risk to reward. You might say, well, that's too early, but I promise you, follow what I'm telling you and you're going to make money from it. So we're going to go on the 50-minute time frame, and then we're just going to wait for a high or a low to be taken out. So for example, there's this low right over here, there's this high right over here, there's this low right over here, there's this high right over here. Wait for the swing points to be taken out. So for example, this high right over here, we can wait for that liquidity to be taken. As soon as our trading time hits, as you can see, we take out that point. However, as soon as we took it out, we never really had a bearish engulfment candle, so we're not going to enter a trade right over here, and price eventually ended up breaking this high. So that makes the trade invalid, okay? So anyway, just wait for a liquidity point to be taken out. Don't force a trade upon yourself. Just wait. And as you can see, here you go, okay? So as you can see, we got another low right here, or we can say higher low, and then we got this higher higher low, and now we took out this high. If a new high forms throughout our trading time, that's completely fine. As soon as we take it out, go down to the 1-minute time frame, once you're down to the 1 minute time frame, wait for a bearish engulfment candle. A bearish engulfment candle hasn't formed right yet, so yeah, there you go. A bearish engulfment candle formed right over here. This engulfs the previous candle, the body of the previous candle. Get into your trade right over here, and 1-to-1 risk to reward. Move your stop loss to break even. There you go, 1-to-1 touched. And as you can see, I'm a real trader. You're not always going to take profit. This one eventually ended up touching break even. And if you didn't have your stop loss to break even, as you can see, it eventually does end up going up to your stop loss. So make sure you listen to what I say to you. I've tested this so many times before, and I've seen for myself that yes, this is the real deal. And as you can see, this one does actually eventually end up touching stop loss. And if it breaks this high which it formed, then the entry is invalid, so don't enter anything else. Again, you can just wait for the 15-minute time frame. If another higher high or higher low gets broken, then eventually end up taking a trade. Okay, so here's a second example. I'm going to show you 3 examples. That was a very easy one. I'm not going to always show you the rainbows and sunshines for the strategy. I'm going to show you the real life stuff which happens with these markets. The markets are against you. That's why 95% of the traders actually fail. So you're going to go on the 15-minute time frame, wait for a high or low to be taken out. As you can see, let's just wait for that. As you can see, this high eventually got taken out. However, the reason why I wouldn't take this high right over here, the reason for it is because, again, we follow lower lows and lower highs and higher lows and higher highs. As you can see, we got this high high, and we got this, we could say lower low right over here, and then we got this lower high right over here. This doesn't count as anything, nothing on the 15-minute time frame. So yeah, so we're not going to count this high. It did end up getting taken out, and it did end up having this bearish engulfment candle right over here, but I would not enter that trade. And then we had this zone right over here, which is a lower low, which is completely fine on the 15-minute time frame. It's a very nice piece of structure. As soon as it got taken out, wait for a bearish engulfment candle. As you can see, this green candle right over here, this green candle bearish engulfs the body of this red candle right over there. So you can enter your trade right here, stop loss above the low, and then where you can target is again 1-to-1, move it to break even. So there you go, you're at break even already. And then where you can target is you can target the opposite side liquidity, which is right over here, 1-to-4 RR. And I promise you, if you just trade the strategy a lot, you're gonna make a lot of money from it. And as you can see, another opportunity ahead. We just take profits on this level right over here. I recommend after you make 1-to-4 in one day, stay away from the markets, keep your profits and go away, because Forex, the money is not yours until it's withdrawn into your bank account. So literally take that profit, the 1-to-4 RR. I'm a real trader, teaching you real stuff. So as you can see, this high got taken out. This lower high, you could say, or higher high, whatever. As soon as it got taken out, wait for a bearish engulfment candle. As you can see, this red candle ends up actually bearish engulfing this green candle right over here. So this is a valid entry point, and you can enter your trade, stop loss above the high, and then again 1-to-1 move it to break even, and then you can do the exact same thing. Of course, it might not actually touch there, and as you can see, this one eventually ended up touching break even. But if you do want to, 1-to-2 RR is also very, very, very good. Take your profits. You don't have to always target the moonshots like I just did right there. If you do want to join the mentorship, it's in the link in the description below. I'm going to teach better strategies in this, the personal strategies which I take. I took this trade right over here towards the upside. However, I'm going to teach you 2 better strategies than this. So make sure you check the link in the description below. I'm a mentorship program. Do not miss out. And if you want your funded challenge pass, again, link in the description below. That's it from me, everyone, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good day.